What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to go over the top 5 cornerbacks in MUT 22 right now. This is your September update. This is something that I'm going to try to do throughout the entire year. Last week, we dropped the first episode of this long series that's going to go through the whole year, again, assuming that I stay up to date on it. And we went over the top 5 quarterbacks in the game. So today, we're going to do top 5 cornerbacks. If there's anybody that I missed, leave it down below in the comments section. Let me know, and also let me know the next positional group that you guys want me to go over for the next video. I think we'll drop it tomorrow. Probably going to do offense. You know, we have tight ends, wide receivers, running backs, and offensive line left. So you guys let me know which ones to do in the next episode. Let's go ahead and talk about the top 5. Now, in this video, I am going to give you the top 5, like the best 5 cornerbacks in the game, but they all are a little bit expensive, and maybe some of you they're not, some they are expensive to you. So I do have 3 other names in here that I want to throw out that are under 100,000 coins that I think are worth going after, and the first one is going to be Desmond Trufant. And the good thing about this card and one of the other cards we're going to take a look at is that you can actually get this for free. So if you did your ultimate kickoff solos and you played house rules, you could actually earn up to 5 of these ultimate kickoff 88 overall cards for free. If you don't know how to do that, we're going to drop some links down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. So go check those videos out. Trufant is under 100k if you need to buy him. The greatest thing about this card, obviously, is his speed. 89 speed. He's got 81 man and 82 zone. So while he is fast and under 100k, his zone and man aren't the greatest, and that's kind of one thing that makes me hesitate from recommending this card over the next 2 that we're going to take a look at. Speed is king, but at the same time, those coverage stats aren't the greatest. But it's still a really solid option, and you need usually 3 to 4 cornerbacks on your team, so this isn't even a bad option if you have some of these top 5 guys on the outside to maybe throw him as your nickel cornerback, or even like a 4th guy for like dime and quarter coverages. But a pretty good card overall. I have him on both my No Money Spent squad and this team, my main team. Now, Kyle Fuller, also another 88 overall ultimate kickoff card that you can get for free. The reason I like this card and like it more than Trufant, again, under 100k if you want to buy this card, he has 88 speed, which is -1 from Trufant. But look at the zone. The zone is so much better. It's 87, and with the power up, that's 88. And if you got the right strategy items, you can get this one to 90. It's definitely a possibility. Whereas Trufant, those zone and man coverages are so low, no matter what strategy items you have, you're not getting that zone into the 90s. So this card, while it's -1 speed, I think it gives you a lot more in the zone coverage. And that's why I like Kyle Fuller a little bit more than Desmond Trufant. And our third item, as far as the budget cornerbacks go, is Joe Haden. Now, he is -1 speed from Kyle Fuller, -2 speeds from Desmond Trufant, with 87 speed, which isn't terrible, but as you can see, both his man and his zone much more balanced, much better. He's got 88 man coverage, 86 zone. If you power this card up, you're getting 89 man coverage. With the right strategy items, you could potentially get that to 90 plus, and still have that zone up there in the 88, 89 range, along with 88 speed, again, powering him up. So I think this is the most balanced card out of the 3. I would probably say Kyle Fuller is my favorite, but this card's the most balanced, and then Desmond Trufant is the fastest. Those are 3 really good budget items. Now, before we move into the top 5, Marcus Peters, his limited card is probably in that top 5, but I'm going to leave him out strictly based off of price alone. He's really good. I just don't feel great recommending a card to you guys that a lot of you probably cannot afford, and that's because he's a limited. As you can see here right now, cheapest one up is 846,000 coins, but he's really good. 89 speed, so he can get to 90 speed pretty easily with the power up. He's got 92 man, 88 zone, 88 press. Probably the best or second to best cornerback in the game, but just way too expensive. So we got to throw him out there. He's really good, but just way too pricey, and deservingly so. He's a limited. But now let's get into our actual top 5 cornerbacks in MUT 22 for September. First one up, and the great thing about this card and the next one we're going to take a look at is that you can get these cards for free as well. Now, the Campus Heroes promo's been out for a little while, and most of you have probably earned your free cards at this point, but you did have the ability to get this card for free, and that's Phillip Buchanan. If we take a look here, he's 89 speed, 90 agility. I say this a lot, and I'll say it again. Agility is a very underrated attribute when it comes to cornerbacks. It helps them get better interception animations, and agility being high is always a good thing. But he's fast. He is 5'11", so a little on the short side. Good man-to-man corner here at 87 man coverage. Zone is 84. I'd like to see that bumped up a little bit. I don't recommend playing man the entire game, but if you do like to mix in man coverage, this is a good card because he has good man, plus he's fast. Also makes him an option to blitz, you know, if you have any type of cornerback blitzes in your defensive playbook that you like to use. Now, as far as abilities, I'm going to sound like a broken record here because I think for abilities on cornerbacks, you should be rocking Acrobat, and that's really all you need to use. But he does have one step ahead, which is super expensive right now when it comes to ability points. Medium route KO, deep route KO, and short route KO are all available there, but you should be having Acrobat on this card. And again, that's 2 ability points. Now, as far as pricing goes, if we take a look here, on Xbox, about 190K, on PlayStation, 187,000 coins, and on PC, much cheaper at 140K. So this card is not overly expensive. You can find it for the right prices there, and again, it was a card that you could get free if you did your solos early on. Antrel Rolle, another Campus Heroes cornerback, I think better than Buchanan. Very good card. You want to play him in the slot though. Like, I had him as my outside corner for a while, and even at 90 speed, I just found he was getting smoked quite often. We moved him into the slot, and he's been much better. So he has 90 speed, 87 man coverage, 84 zone. So basically, compared to Buchanan, right, he's a little bit faster. I think man coverage was the same and zone coverage was the same, but also he's a little bit taller at 6 foot even. So this is a really good card. Agility a little bit low, but that's okay because that's where our favorite ability once again comes in, and that is Acrobat. So here are the abilities that he can get. Pretty much the same as Buchanan, though he can get flat zone KO. If you like to mix in your zone coverage there, that one can be helpful. But Acrobat is definitely the move that you need to make here. And then as far as pricing goes, we'll take a look here at PlayStation, about 177K on Xbox, 168K, and PC, 149. So I would say between Rolle and Buchanan, very similar in price, right? I think for my money, I would be spending it on Rolle over Buchanan, though I will say I haven't used Buchanan much. I do have him on my No Money Spent squad. Rolle is on both teams, so I have more experience in using Rolle myself. But just strictly looking at their attributes and the physical stats, I would say Rolle over Buchanan, being that they're the same price. Up next is Darrelle Revis, and this card almost feels like old news, right? Because it was one of the first best cornerbacks in the game, and we've had a couple new cards come out since then, and I think you're going to see it when you look at the price. The first 2 guys we took a look at are more expensive than Darrelle Revis, and I think this Revis card, honestly, is probably better than both of them. 89 speed for Revis. He is 5'11", so pretty much the same as Buchanan. But look at the coverage stats there. Agility 88, pretty solid. Man coverage 88, zone 88. When you power this card up, you're basically looking at 90 speed, 89 man, 89 zone. Right strategy items, I know I keep saying it a lot, but you get one that boosts man, one that boosts zone. You're now looking at 90 zone, 90 man, 90 speed, and that's great for this early in the game. And again, I think with this card, he's so much cheaper than the other cards because he's just older, and that's just how MUT works, right? People tend to forget about cards because they want the shiny new thing, and they forget about really solid items. So for money comparison, right, for the amount of coins you're spending, this technically could be the best card in the game because it's really good and it's very fairly priced. Here are his abilities. Again, you're going to want to put Acrobat on the card. He gets deep, short, and medium route KO. He does not get any of the zone KO abilities that we saw on Antrel Rolle. And as far as pricing goes, I mean, take a look. On Xbox, right now, 150K. If you look, there's some people that caught him a little bit cheaper than that under recent sales for Xbox. PlayStation, 165, so again, cheaper than Rolle and Buchanan. And on PC, he's also 150, 160, right in that range there. So for the money, the cost, and what he does on the field, and I use this Revis card for a while. He's not on my team right now, but I really like this card a lot. 2 more cards to go, and I want to say that this Patrick Surtain is probably the best card, best cornerback in the game right now. I like this card a lot. 89 speed, so pretty much same as Revis and Buchanan. He is 6'2", so he's taller than both of them. Agility is 89, which is better than Revis. Man coverage already at 90. No strategy items needed, no power-up needed. He's already hitting that 90 threshold for man coverage, and he's got 89 zone. You power him up, boom, there's 90 right there. So now we're looking at, with a power-up, 90 speed, 90 man, 90 zone with no strategy items required. Also, his agility and acceleration are in the 90s. Press, I think this is one of the best, most balanced round coverage guys out there. And also, he can get 3 different ability slots. Now, I have to keep saying it again, and I warned you guys I was going to be a broken record. Acrobat is the best ability out there for cornerbacks. But if you want to get crazy and throw other things out there, he's got the flat zone, the mid zone KO, he's got the medium route KO, the deep route KO, short route KO, he's got one step ahead, he's got pick artist, which I've heard a lot of people are using. So the opportunity to put multiple good abilities on this card is there. I would still only use Acrobat, but this is probably one of my favorite cards in the game right now. And for everything that I've said good about him, in my opinion, I mean, I think this is a pretty fairly priced card, right around 200K on Xbox, 199, on PlayStation 190, and on PC about 160. Surprised that PC is so much cheaper. Normally their prices are a little bit inflated. So I think for the price, this card's worth it. And remember, if you guys were playing all of your Wildcard Wednesday solos, you actually could have got this card for free. If you needed a quarterback, Zach Wilson was your guy, and that's who I picked on this account. But on my no money spent account, we did go with Patrick Surtain, and I think he's absolutely worth the free card pick and worth the coins that he costs right now. Now, last on the list, and probably the best corner in the game, attributes-wise, is Mike Haynes. This is the non-powered up version, the non-LTD version, but he still has, without all of that, 90 speed, 90 man, 90 zone, 91 press, agility is 88, acceleration is 91. He's 6'2". This is a great card. If you compared him to Patrick Surtain, they're very, very similar. Surtain, a tad bit, like, you know, he's minus the 1 speed. He's a little bit less on the zone coverage, but if you power up this card, you're going to +1 everything. If you power up Surtain, he's going to look like this card, if that makes sense. So, like, Mike Haynes 91 is what Patrick Surtain looks like powered up, and obviously powering up Mike Haynes is going to be +1 everything. It's going to make him a little bit better. The biggest difference here, right, though, is the pricing. So we'll take a look at the abilities first, and there they are. He can get a tier 3 ability, Acrobat, bench presses out there. All the deep zone and deep out zone KOs, they're all there. The medium route, the mid zone KO, like everything's there, right? Everything that you could possibly want and need on a quarterback is available to you. You only need Acrobat. But look at the pricing, and this is why Surtain is probably the best one, you know, on this list. 423,000 coins on Xbox, 453,000 coins on PlayStation, and PC is more expensive. It's actually, or no, I lied. It's less expensive at 475. But my point here is, obviously, why is it? Yeah, I was thinking it was in the 500s, but it's obviously much, much more expensive than what we just saw with Patrick Surtain, basically being around 200K. So you tell me, yes, this Mike Haynes card is really, really good, but is he that much better than Patrick Surtain for like basically 250,000 more coins? I don't believe so. I have Mike Haynes on the team. I will also tell you, he's been a little bit underwhelming. I'm keeping him because he's still a solid card and he's one of the better options out there, and I can afford to keep him on the team. But if you are kind of on a budget right now, Surtain is definitely the best value for your coin. And really, for under 400K, I mean, basically the same cost that Mike Haynes would get you for that one card, you could get Surtain, Buchanan, and Antrel Rolle. And there you go. You got 3 corners that are really, really good. 2 of them kind of on a budget, and one that I think is the best, slightly under the best, I should say, in Mike Haynes. But again, for the cost, you got to go with Surtain. So you guys let me know if I missed anybody out there. It's a pretty good list, and when October rolls around, we're going to get more cards. We're going to get more cards this week, next week. When October rolls around, we'll definitely be dropping an updated video to the best 5 corners in the game. Let's see if any of these guys hang around to make that list next time. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.